Um, so Scott says you just do it more often, or he does like 24-hour live streams.
Wow, we are live now.
So people see that. So yeah, so that's what he has suggested. He's like, you need. I'm like, I'm like, he will stream or do his thing for 24 hours. So
wow,
yeah.
So he just talks for 24 hours, or just whatever he's doing?
No, he games. He's a gamer.
Okay.
And
yeah, that's different.
But for him to get videos, for him to get followers, that's what they do. So it's an interesting thing, but I'll look into it and see. But I think it's really about multiple posts and just getting people to let people know, hey, I have a YouTube channel. Right. Go and get it. Yeah.
Interesting. Well, one of the thoughts I've had on my mind for a while is I do so much, right? If I was recording what I was doing and just like doing a narrative with it as to why I'm actually doing this, it could be a
lot of video content. Yep.
Yeah. I'm doing it. Why not share what I'm doing with people?
That's what Scott says. He goes, why aren't you just videoing it while you're doing this? Why don't you video yourself while you do this? And especially when or like if I have a client that comes in or somebody that you're doing, you're like, you know what, let's just turn the video on and record it.
Right.
And then, you can go from there and So.
Right. Well, I'm super excited about the 1B7 project and doing things that get people excited about life, and then the understanding that we have an application that to me, it's more exciting what it's capable of. Right? Because how hard I've struggled to make my planner work. I want to have
the funny thing is we don't even know how awesome it's going to be yet.
Right. But I have
a feeling, it's so cool.
But we know how the planner and how the Oola system works in general. And I know that if it has any of those components, plus the personalized part of it, it is going to be an outstanding tool for me. And since I love to train, I know that I can teach people how to use it. I'm thrilled with, there's going to be at least 7 people that I get to help them be accountable using a tool that we can track something. So it's not just them making up, hey, I'm having a great day, or I did my fitness goals, but I really rocked it today. Like, people will be able to see it on their app. And then if they can't, that's a discussion point for us. Like, what's holding you back? What's going on? How come you're not getting your confetti every day, kind of a thing?
Are we live on Facebook too, or just for YouTube?
We are. No, just YouTube. I can't do both.
Okay, that's what I thought. I was going to pull open my iPad and watch us, because sometimes I watch for the comments. But this is fine. YouTube's great.
This will put us up on in the group, and quite honestly, we could run it as a watch party as a video. You know what I mean? Because I found watching as a watch party, I like it because you can make the comments. You can make your own comments off of it and be like, oh yeah, at this time, this is when, and that might be a good way. I've started working with a VA. So there might be times.
That's cool.
Yeah. So there might be times when I could document, this is the part of the recording that I want you to snip out or, share on social media. That might be kind of cool.
Yeah, it's so funny. I carry my planner everywhere, but it's like once a week I pull it out and put my stuff in it, and then it's like, okay, it'll be so. I use my phone, right? But I use my phone calendar so much more, and to have the accessibility of this new thing is going to be like awesome. Even though I know the importance of writing stuff down. I've been told this forever, write this down, right? And it's still a difficult thing for me. That's like a work in progress. Not only am I writing goals down and the dreams down and your schedule down and all this stuff, journaling, like that's always been a work for me. And so it's kind of cool because I'm like, it'll encourage me to do that still, but having the digital on my phone, all that kind of stuff will make it,
As a former teacher, Andy, I want to have you know that how you do things is how you do things. So don't fill yourself up too much with, I should be doing it like everybody else because they say I should write this down. Your style is different, right? I mean, think about it. You're a massage therapist. You're used to
Yeah.
using your hands for things. You might be better off, because I know I've heard you say several times you don't like writing things down. What if you were just to like take 2 minutes and just close your eyes and just write with your fingers? Imagine, like, don't make it be a process. Like your mind and your fingers would still get the action, but it doesn't have to be take out the pen and do this thing, because your greatness is not in trying to do it someone else's way.
Right. True. It's interesting. I think that, like, for me, there is it's almost like a block.
Mm-hmm.
It's an interesting kind of blocker when I've had to do, sometimes I like doing it, but sometimes like, yeah, that's a great idea. I'm totally gonna.
Yeah, just get some more movement into it. I tell you what, I've been doing, of course, with Tony weekend, but he has that pre-group called Kinergy before
Yep.
we do each of the segments. And their stuff has just opened me up. It's so much fun. And they talk you through it while you're doing it. So it's more like a motivational speech while your body's moving. And they'll say things like, well, we do heart opens, so that's one of it. But one of the visualizations they give you is to bend down and scoop up your dreams. And then you just like throw them around. And so like when we were doing the Wealth Academy, I can just imagine like this pile of money, I'm scooping it up. I have so much abundance. It's just going everywhere.
You're able to just give it to people. That's that's awesome. I like that.
And then you dance through the ocean, like we swim, and you set these fires. And like when you're doing this, they're telling you, take your energy and like give it to the world. And so you're just, I mean, it's amazing. Grab your dreams. So like you're doing the exercises, but it's lifting up your spirit.
Yeah.
So
that
really
frequency, increasing that vibration within ourselves. That's very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I've enjoyed it. So,
yeah.
Well, guess what this week is? It's Rice Bowls pre-challenge. Starts on Wednesday.
No, I saw you kept going. I'm like, every time I saw you go live, I look at I'm like, oh, Tina's going live. Oh, it's a rice bowl. I'm like working. I'm like, I'm missing it. But I knew that it was coming. I knew it was coming. So it looked great.
Exactly. People are so excited about 1B7, which I give it to them. I am excited too, but I don't want to not do stuff for the rice bowls. So
I thought that the percentage of these things are going to rice bowls.
Yes, I agree, but it hasn't started yet. But it's a great way for us to advertise that, we could say we have this many people signed up and that's going to give this much for rice bowls. That could be a thing.
Yeah.
So I have the whole thing planned out. I haven't had a lot of participation in the volunteer side. I have an online form that people are filling out to volunteer. And after this, I'm focusing there. I'm going to go out and put on the Oola page, hey, this is what we're doing. And I'm just going to get started and I'm going to see what happens. And if it's not perfect, it's not perfect. But by the time we get to day 10, which is the Zoom event, I think that we'll have everybody on board that's going to be on board. And I'm going to do it in the evening. So I'm thinking I'll stick with 7 p.m. Mountain time. So that's 9 yours. So I know it's going to be a little late on Friday. So it'll be Friday the 30th. But the hope, like what we're working for, is in the Zoom party, we have all the teams identify themselves by their backdrop. So I'm going to teach everybody how to do their background to showcase. And so there'll be a team background that we'll be working on.
I'm putting you in right now. Rice Bowl Zoom.
All right. And so I'm committed to getting the news out today and just pushing myself all week. I'm going to be doing, it'll be 8 a.m. my time in the mornings to get the lives out. And then people can, the goal is every day for the pre-challenge to have the Oola people go live with the challenge, which will be act as if you're coaching your client in the middle of the videos, the transformation videos. So we'll know the theme, and then I'll post a live like what I would do, and either someone can take the live and post it on their page, or they can go live themselves and post it. And so we're getting awareness.
Got it.
For the transformation product. And then what I think I'm going to do is take the slide deck. And so part of it will be Oola slides. Like that's what Laura has done for us.
Which was,
So,
I was on that Zoom the other night where she went through, and it was great because she was like on point. It was with velocity and ease. I'm like, that was the perfect, it was great. I don't even know if I got to stay on the whole time because something came up or I got kicked off, but I was like, that's great having going through the Oola stuff along with the new Oola. It was great. So I agree that that's a great new slide deck. And I actually think I downloaded, that was a good one.
Yeah. And so I think that I'm going to do some kind of blend of that. So it'll just be like 1 or 2 minute videos, but I think people might need some content, right? Like they don't know how to go live. So we'll model it, and then they can either do it or grab it and share it. And everything will be in the Rice Bowl group that they can use. So they can, if they do that, it's a strike for the day. And the whole hope is we go all the way, full score.
That would be cool. Yeah.
And then that'll be,
oh, good. I do.
In the Zoom party, people can, what I'm envisioning is maybe they put their strikes across the banner. So it'll show how many strikes they got. So
yeah.
And so then if you don't do the live, and even if you do, you might want to do extra. The appreciation we did last year was for the guys.
Yep.
So now I'm thinking we do it for each other. So if there was a coach that you want to give kudos to for their way they inspired you this year, then you go live or at least write a post congratulating, or thanking them for what they did. And it's a surprise, right? Like coaches don't know who they're doing it for.
Yeah.
So then we have this 10 days of appreciation as well. And then I might throw like just an extra every day, like fitness day. Post a picture of you working out, or, your favorite competition award, or, you know what I mean? Like something fitness related. That'll just be it. And then all of us using that hashtag Oola Rice Bowl-a-thon should get us trending. After 10 days, we should have some, like one of the things I'm noticing in Facebook with IG, I think we got about 100 Oola Rice Bowl-a-thon hashtags last year.
Okay.
But with Facebook, when you put in Oola Rice Bowl-a-thon, it still says under 1,000. Wouldn't it be cool if we went over 1,000?
Yeah.
I mean, there's 700 of us, plus that you don't just have to be a coach. And so we could have some fun with it. So
yeah. That'd be great.
But I got it in. I got to use this energy from this week and be like, okay, I can do all of this, because it's a lot of time, and obviously I'm still working. And
that's the whole thing. It's like today I have some time I have some stuff I'm needing to get done. I need to get some stuff in the mail. I'm like, oh, you got to do this stuff. And then it's like tomorrow I have like no time. I am booked 7 a.m. I won't get home till 8:30. I'm not even going to see the light of day. So it's like,
yeah, I understand.
Yeah, you got to pick that time when, like in my schedule, like, so now I have this and I'll have a little bit of break to finish some paperwork, and then I have a few appointments. But tonight I have a meeting, but I still have I'm like, okay, just manage that time. What can we get done? And yeah, so.
Yeah, that's awesome. Hey, do you so tell me about, you have access to the ambassadors site for 1B7, right? So that's with the Oola guys.
And dream catchers.
And you have dream catchers. Have you been doing my champion one? Okay.
So I think I'm
called,
in it.
Okay. So I created that to be like our small team place. So when I find resources
What's it
that I
actually
like,
called? Oola Champions or 1B7
Oola
Champions?
champions, I'm waiting for whatever rules that say that the written part that says this is how you have to name your Facebook group, because you only get one change every 30 days. So I want to make sure I don't call it something that I shouldn't. I mean, I guess it will probably end up being
Oola
project.
Champions, focused on
Yep.
changing lives.
Yep. Yep.
How am I not even a member of that yet? Maybe I did one of the other. I don't even know.
Okay. Well, I have been putting things in there. And one of the things I created was the 7 steps to right after you enroll. So if you have somebody that starts, this is a good tool for where do you go to sign up? What do you do when you get there? And I'm going to create a video that shows the enrollment. I haven't done that one yet. So there'll be a link in there to show the enrollment. But the last page, second to last page maybe, is the 7 things you need to do.
You need to accept me. Just so
Let
you
me
know.
go do that.
So it's interesting. So I was just on someone else's.
Mm-hmm.
And it's interesting because it's a private group. So you have to accept, but this is a private group for members of these people's teams. You must be an active Oola ambassador or active Oola member and have had an active subscription within the past 6 months. They have a purpose. They have the rules for the admin for that, which is kind of cool. Purpose. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Do we have that?
So the people that are filling out the questions say what?
It's not our. It's somebody else's group. Yeah, it's just somebody else's.
It's questions.
I was peeking at it.
Yeah, so they're asking questions.
Well, and then they have the rules, like no spam. What if your stuff might get deleted, that kind of stuff. The normal.
It's totally a function of the questions feature in Facebook groups. And I recommend in there that you should create your own Facebook group, and we can use this one if you want, but I want a place to send people to when they're interested and have the resources that I like to use, right? So like if they go to the ambassador site, they might find, well, the Oola guys slide deck, but we like Laura's, right? Because it brings in the Oola story too. So I would make sure I posted the Laura's version, and then they have access to that. And I'm going to create, Laura has created on the ambassador side how to make your first 500. Well, she calls it how to make your first 1,000. And I'm going to break it down into here's what you do to make 500. Then it's a very simple step to make it to 1,000 after that.
Got it.
So I'm going to have little worksheets there, but probably after rice bowls.
I noticed on you have one of the lives you did. It was how you shock of the Oola guys,
right?
And you have the join. Should you have your ambassador number on there so people know that?
Well,
because I would have done that. Like if I was like, I'm like, oh, I need to do one of those, and then if I do that and then put my number so that they know where to go, like the link or whatever, your number.
It's interesting because I lost the feed there. I'm going to go in and, well, it's not letting me edit it. Oh, it's because I'm underneath coach.
No, this is good. This is good. Yeah.
Right. And so this one, because I'm sharing it with you guys, I don't want to, but you know what? Barb told me yesterday that she went in and tried to follow my steps in there, and you can't find people by last name. And
I found you.
Yeah, I found me that, or I found
well,
Amy.
I didn't. The first time I didn't. The first time I went, there was some other Tina, and you gave me your number, so I went in that way. But then I went back in, and then I found you. So yeah, I don't know if I don't know.
She said that it's only if you put in my number. So
I found you the other day. I put it in, and it worked.
Okay. I'll be talking to Amy about that. And that's what I'm trying to do, is just, be the resource to push things forward if we need to.
Yep. Let's see. Pre-enroll. Search for enroller. Yep, it's got you. You need there's no pictures, but it could just be my iPad. Nobody's got a picture up right now. And it's so
Oh, that's
funny.
interesting.
I've tried multiple pictures, and every time I put it in, it puts the picture in sideways, and it won't let me rotate it.
You need the password to join?
Nope, I'm
I
good.
didn't know that.
I'm actually just seeing.
Mine asked me
So
for the
look,
password.
it's funny because I'm Oola. I just used Andy in my one thing, but I think you have to type in Andrea to get me to show up,
Mm.
to choose me, even though Andy is my,
Wow, do you see all the Tinas in here?
yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah. There were, when I did it, there were only 2 of you.
That's
So
crazy. There
in
are
the
now
week or 2, yeah,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of us.
yeah.
It's funny because I've searched before on my name, and you would not believe the number of Tinas that are life coaches. And I thought about creating a group just for people named Tina.
That's funny.
We have similar ideas.
There are no Andys, which I kind of was like, oh, I wish it would have just did Andy, but it had, we're 2 Andreas. So, but
That's funny.
that was so funny. I mean, it's another number I have to remember.
Right, right.
So, but yeah, I needed to check out the shareoola.com thing too. That looked amazing, and I have not.
It is.
So
That one you're really going to appreciate. And we've got new videos too. So, it's just about time. How much time
yeah,
do I have to post everything? But I made office hours for myself. So 7 to 9 are my work hours. And that includes the lives that I have to do. But push myself. That's the key.
yeah.
So,
All right. So what do you need? What are we doing this week? Anything? Are we focusing? I know Wednesday. What do you need me to do to be prepared for when I'll be at work all day? But I'll
yeah.
try to get something in. But what's that first thing?
As you see posts and things come up, put some love on them, because that's what gets
Okay.
things going on the internet.
Okay.
Share.
And if I like to, I mean, it's hard. Sometimes in the morning, if I have a chance, I can maybe do a post. So I'll see what I can
Yep.
get done. And
Yeah, I'm going to put together the rules. I'm going to put together a 1-sheeter. That's part of my practice this morning.
okay.
So, and it'll be posted out on the Oola
Awesome.
page. So I know.
Okay.
Pray that I get it
Try to watch
done.
for
I've
it.
been, I was just too much going on this week. So
I understand. Yep. It's just been crazy. I
Yep.
worked all weekend. So yeah.
Yep.
That's what it was.
Hey,
All right.
money, 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 money.
Yeah. I'm starting to make some progress on some stuff. So that makes me feel good. So
Good. I'm glad to hear it.
yeah. Yeah. All
And
right.
I'll share all my wealth stuff. I've already said that in the group today, is that I got to figure out how to give out this information to people because it was so powerful. So I know you're one of my Tony listeners, if nothing else. So, all right. Well, I'm going to go.
Yep. Have a great day. And I
Okay,
will look
you
forward
too.
to